You're watching this video because you have a problem. You have something that's troubling you. You have something very difficult, more specifically, that you don't think you can solve. Today I'm going to tell you a truth that you're going to hold on to for many years and that will benefit you all those years and more to come. That truth is, all shall pass. This is a very, very powerful message, and it's going to apply in your life on every level. It applies with your relationships, friends, family, lovers. It applies with controlling your body, figuring out how to best use your body and how to best amplify it and control it. And it applies even with finances on a very fundamental level. All shall pass. What does this mean? What does this mean? It means that no matter how difficult you think something is, no matter how insurmountable you think a blocker is, a blockade, a challenge is, it will soon fade away. The first way that I can show you this is through your body. If you've ever had the feeling of hunger and you didn't eat, you might have realized that about 30 minutes later, you forgot about it and you were fine again. If you've ever had the feeling of wanting to go pee or even wanting to do number two, and then about an hour later, maybe you were preoccupied with something. You had to do something for that amount of time, and so you didn't have the opportunity to go to the bathroom. You were stuck. And sometimes when you're in that situation, it just goes away. Isn't that remarkable? Isn't that crazy? But that's the type of thing we just shrug off. The same thing applies on a greater level. If you have, say, an addiction, it's not going to be as easy to let the feeling pass, to let the feeling of want, of desire, of I need this right now to pass. But I promise you it's the same principle. Give it time, do other things, distract yourself. Find a way to hold on for just a moment longer because that might be all you need. So it applies with controlling your body, controlling what amount of food you eat, if you want to eat more or less. It applies with if you're dealing with drinking. I know this video won't solve your drinking issues if you do have them, but it does apply. And it applies with any intoxicants. It applies with any sort of drugs as well. But of course, there's a scale with this. It also applies with finances, meaning that the problems you have in terms of different assets you have, with a house, with a car, those problems require maintenance. And everything that you put money into, it will eventually dissolve. Meaning it will eventually need you to put more effort into it, more money into it. So there's no such thing as something that's truly durable, that will last forever. In the land of commerce, everything will fade away. It's just a matter, again, of scale. Is it going to be 2 years? Is it going to be 5 minutes? So it applies when it comes to spending your money on items. It applies to finance. It also applies to relationships. When you talk about, it's very interesting if you've ever spoken to a 5-year-old versus speaking to a 50-year-old. The key difference between a 5-year-old and a 50-year-old is the number of people they've met, the number of people they've spoken to, and more importantly, for this conversation, the number of friends they've had. A 50-year-old has had thousands of friends and has, present tense, very little. The point I'm trying to make here is friends fade over time. And it's not anybody's fault. It's not that anyone's doing anything wrong. It's just that in life, everyone, to an extent, is out to get something. And when it's not there anymore, it's hard to stick around. Give you an example. That one time you were on the playground and you wanted to get on the slide, but there was a line. That dreaded line. There was a line to get on the playground and get on the slide. But behold, your friend somehow managed to get on the slide before you. And so you were like, oh my gosh, how come they get to get on the slide before me? I'm so jealous of them. Blah-de, blah-de, blah. And so the next day, you have a newfound sort of resentment of this person. You're like, man, how come they get to get on the slide? But then eventually, over some months, you realize that the slide doesn't really matter. It's just the fact that you wanted the slide and you couldn't have it currently. The same thing applies here. It's the resource right there. There was a resource of wanting there, but it faded away, just like everything else. Everything fades away. All things pass. They come, but they go. If you apply this to every aspect of your life, I promise you, you will see many things coming, and you'll see them going. Let me know, guys, if you think this is something that can help you on a small level and a large level. I think it is. It will help you in your relationships. I think it will help you with how you spend your money. And I think it will definitely help you with controlling your mind and body, your emotions, the thing that drives everything, the things that makes you act, good acts and bad acts. Take a strong hold to this message. I hope you implement it in a positive way. Keep an open mind, and stay positive, and have a great day.